Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Yellow, Argyle,
Blue there. Blue there.
15.
Delta.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. General, flash.
Yellow.
Switch. Bravo. 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Watch the screen.
Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Come back.
Hey, turn it up. 49 the mic. Watch 49.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken short. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Rush in, rush in.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
To try again after the sack. Wilson buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 39 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds and it'll be marked inside the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Saturday. Alert. Check. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Come on now. Let's go.
Go, guys. 4 down. Tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Alert. Out. Slam. Go, guys. 4 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
36 power. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Hook.
On third down, Wilson flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Josh Gordon there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Wilson will throw again. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 55 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch.
15.
Again, it's McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy. He finds some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LeSean McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Go. Motion backfield. Check 37.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
14.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hang out. Bam.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
We got 3.
Go 14. Hey, easy.
On the run, it's Penny. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
12. Crash. One left.
Check 4.
12.
Kill. Check 13.
Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, and he finds Penny. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing now is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Watch the safety. Hey. Go 14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There.
53. 53.
40.
Check 31.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Space to run past the 20. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Zebra. Spot. Go. Check. Crunch. Mike.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 49 yards. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
10th carry now for McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Kill. Switch.
They'll go again to McCoy, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
3 down. Watch the end. Gun. Got it. Check. No pass. Check. Fresno. Check it out, Reed. 12. Check 12. Point that. Bang.
One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play